Before his triumphant return home, Cody Rhodes went on an odyssey. How does one go from this to this? Cody traveled the country, no, the world, to show fans just who the hell he was. Today we look at Cody's time in Ring of Honor. Before the existence of AEW, Cody Rhodes was rubbing shoulders with the future EVPs there and in New Japan. It all starts at ROH Final Battle 2016. Coming out to Kingdom, the very entrance theme we all know and love today, the fans receive Cody well. They likely have no idea they're looking at a future WrestleMania headliner. His opponent, Jay Lethal, a Ring of Honor original. Before he was doing Ric Flair impressions in TNA, a young Lethal was getting destroyed in ROH by Low-Ki. The fans give Jay Lethal his flowers. They've watched him grow from Samoa Joe's protege to the man he is today. Dueling chants for both competitors echo in the sold-out Hammerstein Ballroom. Cody targets Lethal's left arm. Lethal takes it to the air to gain an advantage. Cody shows he's capable of the same. After a callback to Stardust, a disaster kick turns Lethal inside out. A lethal combination keeps Jay in this. The men trade submissions. Everything's on the up and up until Cody wins this match in a most troubling fashion. Cody lets the fans know what he thinks of their disapproval. He mocks the Code of Honor. Like a coward, he flees from Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, while bullying Todd Sinclair. Among the boos, there are Cody chants. Not every fan condemns his actions. Before leaving, he shoves Steve Corino to the floor. Steve Corino looks to teach Cody a lesson on ROH TV. Corino channels Cody's old man to add insult to injury. This is followed by a package pile driver, which may be enough to wrap things up. But Corino wants to use a railroad spike to sacrifice Cody. It doesn't quite work out, and Cody once again resorts to unsportsmanlike conduct to win. Jay Lethal lets the victor know that his issues with him will not be forgotten yet.
Is the world ready for the American Nightmare?
Bullet Club for life.
Cody aligns himself with an unruly but powerful faction, the Bullet Club. With this kind of backup, the American Nightmare is free to wreak havoc against anyone in his way. Jay Lethal isn't backing down. He and Bobby Fish wrestle Adam Cole and Cody. A vicious super kick discombobulates Fish. After Cole and Cody embrace, the duo work Bobby over. When Lethal finally tags in, it's trouble for both Cody and Cole. Lethal tags Fish back in to help finish the opponents off, leading to all four men wrestling until spaghetti-legged. Lethal neutralizes Cody on the outside, and Bobby Fish actually submits Adam Cole, the current ROH champion. Donovan Dijak is Cody's next singles opponent. I see Cody is showing him how to summon his persona. He doesn't seem to take Dijak seriously. The larger man isn't exactly sweating the former WWE superstar either. He lets Cody know he can't big league him, but he makes a crucial mistake landing on his head. The shark smells blood in the water. After a low blow, a super effective crossroads gets the job done. Cody does not relent after winning. Cody tags with Adam Cole again, this time against Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. Cody does not adhere to the Code of Honor because he's just too sweet. Cody refuses to start the match without first chastising the Texan crowd. Kaz hears enough and forces a start. A pair of figure fours look nice, but they're quickly reversed. You can't deny the tag team continuity between Kaz and Daniels. Christopher Daniels survives not one, but two Shining Wizards. This frustrates Cole into getting he and Cody disqualified, but that backfires, and Daniels even hits the Angel's wings. Cody saves his partner, and a super kick gives the Bullet Club the win. When Dalton Castle, accompanied by his boys, comes out to wrestle Cody, does he get a surprise? Cody's only dressed as a boy. We all know he's a man. A man who kicks testicles and mocks his supporters. Castle hits the bangarang and appears to have Cody defeated. Adam Cole and Hangman Page hold one of Castle's boys hostage. This is very distressing. Castle loves his boys. That causes him to run right into a crossroads. And it's another win for Cody. Post-match Bullet Club brutality is met with Bobby Fish and Jay Lethal handling their business. Frankie Kazarian betrays Christopher Daniels and joins the Bullet Club. He, along with Cody and Adam Page, tag together against the Briscoe brothers and Jay Lethal. Hesitant to lock up with Lethal, Cody immediately chickens out. Lethal is forced to bring the fight to him. Cody eventually isolates his rival and he's picked apart. Barely surviving a 3-on-1 attack, Lethal does manage to tag out. After recovering, he very nearly pins Cody with a Macho Man elbow. Kazarian manages a surprise pin on Mark Briscoe. The Bullet Club walks away with another victory. What's next for Cody and Jay Lethal is another one-on-one collision, but this time it's a bull rope match. This stipulation may favor Cody, but Lethal's not unprepared. Despite Cody's recent behavior, the crowd is split 50-50. Cody's the one who asked for this type of match, yet he's unsure about going through with it, and that's because he knows what Lethal has in store for him. Cody gets tied up, becoming a sitting duck to eat offense. Because fans were asking for more cowbell, well, here you go. It opens Cody up. The former ROH champion sets up something devastating, but it backfires. This turns the tide for a moment. What really benefits Cody is this counter to the lethal injection. Cody looks for something under the ring. Nah, you don't want that. Ah, here you go. Now you're cooking. Lethal ends up getting some wood. A low blow, disaster kick, crossroads combo does not end this match. Perhaps a superplex will. Lethal avoids it and hits the Macho elbow, but he crashes on the cowbell. A second disaster kick is countered, and the lethal injection puts the former WWE superstar down. Jay's efforts have just won him a Rhodes family heirloom. After having suffered his very first defeat in Ring of Honor, Cody bounces back by partnering with Adam Cole to defeat the team of Dalton Castle and Christopher Daniels on ROH TV. The sensational Will Ospreay at just 24 years of age is Cody's next opponent. Young Willie decides to have a bit of fun. Cody's not in the mood to entertain foolishness. Cody trolls his supporters. Wait, this guy's actually upset. Cody resents Ospreay's mockery and lets it be known. A great dropkick is followed by what Ospreay's come to be known for. The fans love it, Cody hates it. The kid's officially in his head. There's a receipt for his cockiness though. The aerial assassin is grounded and punished, but he doesn't stay down for long. Cody avoids the Robinson special and what in the world? This kid's something else. The Oz Cutter is thwarted and Cody teases a dive. No, the fans aren't getting that. Cody pulls an Alabama slam out of his grumpy veteran bag. A second Oz Cutter attempt is foiled, and a crossroads clips Ospreay's wings. Very good match. Cody returns to tag action, teaming with the Young Bucks and Adam Page as they battle Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero, Will Ospreay, and Hiroki Goto. Cody and Will are anxious to go at each other again. Ospreay takes a page out of Goldust's playbook and sticks it to Cody. Ospreay pays and it becomes the target of everyone. He even eats a quadruple kick. Cody and Goto square up. Goto wins a battle of forearms. A disaster kick gets him out of trouble. The Bullet Club begins wiping everyone out. Victory is seemingly at hand, but a Meltzer driver-induced pin is broken up. Will Ospreay comes through and gets the big win for his team. Now, as far as Frankie Kazarian goes, his betrayal of Christopher Daniels was a ruse. It was a plan played out to perfection in that it ensured Adam Cole dropping the Ring of Honor world title to Christopher Daniels. With that, the task of bringing the gold back to the Bullet Club falls on Cody's shoulders. He gets his shot at Christopher Daniels, however, it's a triple threat match, and the third man is none other than the only person in ROH to pin Cody, Jay Lethal. The American Nightmare isn't keen on getting his hands dirty right away. He'd rather spectate. Jay Lethal is not playing by his rules though. A second dive seemingly compromises Jay's knee, but it doesn't appear he's too hurt. A dragon screw certainly won't help matters. The type of action one would expect from a triple threat ensues. A disaster kick gets the champ out of the picture. Cody misses a moonsault on Jay. A hail to the king could end Cody, but he's spared. Cody gets up to his usual tricks, but Jay Lethal ends up persevering. Even when the lethal injection is countered into the crossroads, he's able to survive. Cody finally targets Lethal's knee with a figure 4 leg lock. Out of nowhere, Christopher Daniels swoops in to retain his title. The Fallen Angel has become the second person in ROH to pin Cody. Cody says his loss was by design. Lethal's back was flat on the mat when Cody was pinned, but there's a conspiracy within the company to keep the former WWE superstar, someone not even under contract, away from the top prize. Anyway, on ROH TV, Frankie Kazarian goes toe-to-toe with the American Roller Codester. Kazarian has the upper hand until beer to the eyes gains Cody the advantage. This poor guy didn't ask to get involved. A crossroads gets the job done here. Adam Page and Cody try to teach Kaz a lesson for his betrayal of the Bullet Club. Christopher Daniels saves his friend and partner. This leads to Page and Cody tagging against Daniels and Kaz. Before the action begins, Codester teases giving away a free shirt of his. Well, absolutely not. However, Kaz does what Cody won't. Cody demands the shirt from the fan who caught it. Cody's beside himself, the fan won't give it up. The match begins, and the ROH champion is worked over by the Bullet Club. When Kaz is tagged in, Cody's more concerned with ejecting the fan who didn't pay for the shirt. It's Cody's turn to get worked over. I'm learning Kaz and Daniels really are a good tag team. After devolving into outside brawling, the champion finds himself in trouble once again. This is a unique hold from Adam Page. When Kazarian is tagged back in, it's a house of fire. A disaster kick, a buckshot lariat combo cools his jets. The action begins to pick up. Frankie escapes a crossroads. Cody eats an angel's wings. This leaves Page alone to take a best Meltzer ever. Kaz and Daniels are victorious this night. Big things are in store for Cody. First, he and Adam Page face the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Incredible tag team if you don't know. Technical wrestling kicks this off. It's a stalemate, prompting Sabin and Cody being tagged in, and a spirited contest ensues. Cody's willing to give props. He even offers a too sweet. Well, that's downright mean, Codester. Page is treated to a smorgasbord of pain while his partner watches. Cody almost loses it while Alex Shelley keeps pushing buttons. Shelley kind of deserves what he gets when Cody is tagged in. Sabin survives the disaster kick, a buckshot lariat combo. He beautifully counters this double team attempt. Adam Page gets the neckbreaker frog splash combo. Cody then suffers the dream sequence. All's well until this massive mistake from Chris Sabin. After that, Cody helps reverse a victory roll for the old 1-2-3. And now for Christopher Daniels and his ROH World title. No Jay Lethal this time. Two men, mano a mano. The champ shows why he's on top early on as he draws first blood from the challenger. Cody even almost takes an angel's wings. He's off his game. He needs time to regroup. The champ continues to be one step ahead. Cody needs even more time to regroup, but he's not getting it. However, Daniels' aggressiveness backfires. Cody was waiting for the fallen angel to get ahead of himself. Now the challenger gains some control of the match. He takes a break to threaten Kerry Silkin because there's no depth too low for Cody. Next, he very brazenly ensures referee Todd Sinclair is ignorant to misdeeds. Not just this low blow, but attempted steel chair deviltry, courtesy of Marty Scurll. Daniels grabs the chair, but since the referee's coming to, might as well pull an Uncle Eddie. A distracted Cody nearly loses, but a cutter on the chair messes this up for Daniels. Cody sets up a table. Before it's used on him, Daniels makes a last-ditch comeback. Cody sends a message to Kazuchika Okada by hitting a Rainmaker. He follows up with a disaster kick. It's time to finish this by sending Daniels through the table, but Daniels makes sure they both go through. These men are on their last legs. A Koji clutch nearly submits Cody. The desperate challenger spits water in Daniels' eyes to hit the crossroads. He kicks out. Daniels almost finishes Cody with the best moonsault ever. Cody avoids it, but then nearly eats an angel's wings. There are counters to counters until finally, a second crossroads is hit. Kerry Silkin eats crow and presents the American Nightmare with the ROH World title. The Bullet Club is back in power, thanks to Cody. The former champion is afforded a 2 out of 3 falls rematch on ROH television. Daniels starts this the way Cody did last time. Cody has the psychological advantage now. You can say the roles are reversed. Daniels has accepted that he's the heel. Fans made their choice. Daniels didn't have a different option. Not that he has trouble adapting. Cody is sent soaring into the guardrail. His shoulder was a problem prior to the match. Cody's forced to favor it now. Adrenaline in his soul helps him work through it. After surviving the figure 4, Daniels forces Cody to repeat history. Now it's Daniels who hits the low blow. It's okay, it's still Cody's favorite thing to do. Instead of Marty Scurll bringing a chair to help Cody, this time it's Frankie Kazarian bringing one to help his partner. It plays out almost like it did in their last match, except Cody actually pins Daniels here. Before the start of the next fall, Daniels uses the chair. If Cody's shoulder wasn't a bullseye before, it sure is now. A flatliner allows Cody the chance to reach down into his DNA and do this like Dusty. Daniels avoids a crossroads only to nail one of his own. Cody then suffers an angel's wings, but he kicks out. Christopher Daniels can't believe it. The best moonsault ever will surely beat Cody, but he avoids it. This crossroads attempt is successful, and it grants the ROH champion 2 straight falls. Cody does right by the Ring of Honor title, defending it in different promotions all over the world. As far as defenses within this promotion, Sanada of New Japan is up next. Based on his last title defense, you'd think Cody is working babyface going forward. He's still part of the Bullet Club. Cody hasn't abandoned his ways. Anyway, let's talk about the match. The competitors give the fans of Liverpool a fast opening sequence. That deserves a handshake, my friend. Wait, Cody's supposed to do that. The disaster kick is countered, and that's enough for Cody. He's done for tonight. Tetsuya Naito, the leader of Los Ingobernables, Sanada's faction in New Japan, prevents the departure. Cody still isn't cooperating. He uses Ian Riccaboni as a human shield. This is how he gains control. Cody lets the fans know they're number 1 during a vertical suplex. Cody hits his impressive top rope arm drag. Cody ends up in the laps of the commentators. This puts Sanada in position to tie Cody up in the Paradise Lock. Todd Sinclair, by the way, if I were him, I'd stop reffing Cody matches. Of course, immediately after, Sanada hits Cody's own finisher and there's no one to count. Cody eventually goes for his own crossroads. Sanada puts up a bit of a fight, but Cody ends up hitting it for the pinfall. Afterward, Cody has to ask who's next. Dalton Castle lets it be known Cody is in his sights. A very interesting challenger to the throne. We'll see what becomes of it. Going back to the duo of Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, The Addiction, they are the opponents of Marty Scurll and Cody in this next contest. Christopher and Frankie hug. Not to be outdone, Cody plants a wet one. Marty can barely contain himself. Kazarian wants a kiss too. Daniels outright avoids contact. Here, Cody continues his rivalry with the former ROH champion. And yes, Cody switches back to babyface tonight. After all, no one wants to cheer The Addiction. Sorry guys. A disaster kick and powerbomb create a cool combo, but Kaz survives it. He also avoids dueling moonsaults, but a figure 4 slows him down. Daniels calls back to when he actually pinned Cody, and with Celebrity Rehab he might have beaten Cody tonight if not for Marty. Cody's partner incapacitates Frankie while he hits a crossroads to once again pin Christopher Daniels. By eliminating Jay Lethal, Frankie Kazarian wins an Honor Rumble and earns an ROH title shot. So on ROH TV, the champion is willing and ready. The challenger can't really hang with Cody, that's why Christopher Daniels gets involved, and in turn so does Marty Scurll. Daniels takes Scurll out. Cody accidentally takes out Todd Sinclair to a pop. Fans love to see that man hurt. Daniels uses the belt on Cody and Kazarian nails the unprettier. It's only a near fall. Frankie goes ballistic, so he climbs up top, but Marty's back into this. Marty super kicks Daniels. Cody hits the crossroads, and it's good night, sweet prince. The next challenger for the Ring of Honor World title is the dangerous Minoru Suzuki. If you're a fan of AEW, you've seen the guy. But this is 2017. Right here is likely the first time many fans have seen him live. Cody's ego is bigger than ever now that he has a literal Ring of Honor. Being accompanied by his lovely wife, Cody gets a very special entrance. Fans are downright eager to kiss Cody's ring. Cody pays no mind to his challenger waiting for a fight. Cody arrogantly offers his ring for Suzuki to kiss. He bites Cody's finger and nearly wraps this up with a Fujiwara armbar. The champion quickly realizes what he's gotten himself into. The challenger outstrikes Cody. He then outkicks him. Only by using Brandy as a shield does Cody make any headway here. The problem is, the champ's offense isn't working. That's not a problem on Suzuki's end. This is Suzuki's match, but after Cody delivers a disaster kick, a sudden crossroads is all it takes to my surprise. That's another challenger done. Cody brags that Ring of Honor has offered him more money than they ever have anyone else. Finally, Cody signs a contract making his talents exclusive to ROH. Of course, he'll still be working New Japan too. To celebrate, Cody teases that he's ready to accept Dalton Castle's challenge. Well, not quite. He's willing to wrestle Cheeseburger though. Yes, his name is Cheeseburger. Cody thinks this gives him the night off. You should never underestimate an opponent. Cody turns up the voltage and reminds everyone who's the champ. Cody chooses not to finish Cheeseburger when he has the chance. He wants to play with his food. This foolishness nearly hands Cody a loss. The champ goes for Cheeseburger's legs and submits him with the American Deathlock. Cody's next challenger is Scorpio Sky, and like the last match, this happens on Ring of Honor television. To everyone's surprise, Scorpio is willing to kiss Cody's ring, although it's only to throw the champ off. Scorpio Sky shows off some tremendous athleticism here. Cody saves himself by using Todd Sinclair, so of course he cheats and locks in the American Deathlock to win. A sold-out crowd in Columbus, Ohio is treated to Kushida as he's next in line to challenge for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Kushida lets Cody know what kind of match this will be. The champ refuses to lock up because the Cody chants aren't sufficiently loud. Kushida's finisher, the hoverboard, targets people's shoulder and arm, so he knows exactly what to focus on here. Cody's reign is in jeopardy. Cody desperately fights off that hoverboard lock and counters with an Alabama slam. Can a disaster kick turn this around? It's Crossroads time, but it's countered. Kushida finally has the hoverboard locked in. Cody goes for the ropes, Kushida goes for an inside cradle to center the champ. Kushida goes for Back to the Future. Cody struggles and gets Kushida into position for the Crossroads. 1, 2, 3. On ROH TV, Cody says it's finally time to give fans what they want. Well, what they are chanting is Dalton Castle. Cody asks Ian Riccaboni who he should face. Ian says Dalton Castle. The American Nightmare says Castle isn't there. Ryan Nova, a rookie with 8 months of training, is someone Cody's willing to wrestle though. And yes, this is an actual Ring of Honor title defense. Nova doesn't kiss the ring, he does something even better. This catches Cody off guard. Nova nearly steals it. Cody hits the Crossroads and decides not to pin the kid. Instead, he punishes the challenger with the American Deathlock. Well, that's all, folks. But look who is in the building. Dalton asks if Cody's done with this tired shtick and ready to take him on. Cody says he has Triple H's number and can get him a developmental deal. Castle's not interested in that. He's interested in the ROH title. Cody is left laying as the crowd chants Castle's name. That's an issue to be resolved at a different time. For now, Rocky Romero challenges Cody for the belt. Cody gets the taste slapped out of his mouth, and Romero brings the fight. He even brings a table into this. That's for later. This match begins giving ECW vibes with brawling through the crowd. Romero tries to take out the trash. When the table is used, it's a great looking bump. This wasn't advertised as no DQ, but out come the thumbtacks. Cody takes the bump. No matter, Cody reverses the sliced bread into the Crossroads to retain the title. Final battle is dangerously close. Yes, Dalton Castle will finally be getting his championship opportunity there. Will Cody still be champion, though? First, Cody has the survival of the fittest shows to get through. Scorpio Sky and Flip Gordon team up with the Addiction to fight the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody, and Stephen Amell. Yes, the professional actor for the Arrow series. This is actually a 5-on-4 handicap match. Highlights include a super kick entanglement, a running Stephen Amell stunner, the Addiction continuing to be a thorn in the side of the champion, Kenny Omega cleaning house with snapdragons to all, followed by stereo suicide dives, and a good old table spot. Christopher Daniels has dark intentions for Stephen Amell. It's a bit too far for Flip Gordon, so he turns on his own partners. Flip abandons the match, taking Scorpio Sky with him. It's suddenly 5 against 2, and you can guess how that goes. A fun contest comes to an end. The very next night, Christopher Daniels is ready for his shot at what was once his, the Ring of Honor World Championship. This time, these two clash in a Texas death match. It's explained that this only ends via pinfall or submission, and immediately thereafter, if someone can't answer the 10 count, a winner is decided. In this environment, Cody's ring is a legal weapon. But everything is. The challenger's head meets steel and he's opened up. A scoop slam on the hard stage hurts Cody's back. He then suffers the same on a steel chair. A belt is also used on Cody's back. Daniels constructs something truly diabolical to turn Cody's spine into powder. Thankfully, the champ avoids certain ruination. After nailing the disaster kick, Cody returns a few favors that Daniels surely can't appreciate. A chair spoils Cody's springboard dive, but a flatliner prevents Daniels gaining control. A disaster kick spills the challenger onto his own killer contraption. Cody attempts to finish his opponent, but he's not ready to give it up. Daniels' intentions for that table are worse than what Cody had in mind. However, Cody's not the one who suffers. Cody gets the pin, but will Daniels stay down for the 10 count? The referee counts and he's unable to get up. Cody wins while an agonized Daniels is helped to the back. On the third night of Survival of the Fittest, Cody's championship is not on the line against the Beer City Bruiser. Cody agrees to put his ring up for grabs though. The big man tries for an early victory, but he crashes and burns. His own momentum is once again used against him. Silas Young does have a hand in helping Bruiser look like he has a chance here, and granted, the big man does manage to counter the crossroads, but the champ's too smart for this guy. Cody's real problem is Silas Young. After he's ejected, it's smooth sailing. Well, wait a minute, this isn't smooth at all. Okay, he's a bigger problem than assumed, but regardless, the champ gets it done. The path toward final battle is finally clear. Before the big showdown, Castle proves his worth by not just defeating Hangman Adam Page, but actually tapping him out. After the match, Cody goes on the attack. He uses his ring to knock Dalton unconscious. This just fires Castle up, and at Final Battle, he has more boys than ever for a special entrance. Along with Brandy, Cody comes out and shocks fans with bleach blonde hair. Perhaps Cody's on a different level tonight. If that's true, so is the challenger. Castle has the low blow scouted. He counters Cody's drop-down punch straight into an armbar. Brandy has to involve herself for her husband to gain any ground here. After that, Dalton comes dangerously close to tapping out to a label lock. Castle isn't underestimated at all. Cody knows he's a serious threat. When Dalton's boys thwart an unruly machination, Brandy actually takes them down with a high spot. Enough funny business. Todd Sinclair says they all must go. This match gets even more physical as Dalton displays intestinal fortitude. If anyone thought Castle's simply a funny gimmick, this performance shows otherwise. Cody attempts a desperate measure, but it doesn't work out and he pays for it. The champ gets a reprieve after Castle gets overzealous, but the challenger's like a pit bull. Then the obligatory Todd Sinclair bump happens, and yup, Castle taps Cody out in the middle of the ring. Without a ref, it's meaningless. Todd gets up just as Cody hits the crossroads, but this is not the end. Cody hits a disaster kick and prepares to put Castle down for good. But Dalton catches him with his finisher, the Bangarang. He's actually done it. He's pinned Cody. He's handed the Ring of Honor title by Kerry Silken. Cody can barely process what's just transpired. The last time we saw Scorpio Sky, he wasn't quite on the same page as Daniels and Kaz. Everyone made up, and now they're a trio, SoCal Uncensored, or SCU for short. On ROH TV, they wrestle Cody, Adam Page, and Marty Scurll. The three men prove to be capable in so much that they are able to defeat the Bullet Club this night. Things aren't going great for the former champion. He admits at Final Battle, Dalton Castle was the better man. Matt Taven of the Kingdom interrupts Cody and dresses him down for being an undeserving spoiled brat while making fun of his bleach blonde hair. Cody retorts that at Final Battle, his hair got a bigger pop than Matt Taven ever will in his career. A humbled Matt Taven kisses Cody's ring only to drop him with a low blow. On ROH TV, the two are set to wrestle. Matt Taven is accompanied by Vinny Marcellia and TK O'Ryan. Cody hasn't changed one bit, by the way. He's been leaning more toward babyface recently, while not softening his edge. We know he gets cheered regardless. The man has aura, as they say. Matt Taven begins to target Cody's arm, but in a more relentless and sadistic way than is typical in a pro wrestling match. This is personal. Taven wants to hurt Cody. It doesn't help that Taven's goons are up to no good. Wait, is that an axe? Vinny and TK O'Ryan are sent away. Taven goes to illegally use his walking stick. A low blow stifles that attempt. Cody follows up with a flash pin to win. Taven repays the favor after the match. He then steals Cody's ring and rubs it in his face. Matt Taven, Vinny Marseglia, and TK O'Ryan don't just have Cody to deal with at Honor Reign Supreme. Here he has backup in Marty Scurll and Hangman Page for this 6-man tag. Matt Taven still has Cody's ring, by the way. Marty brings an umbrella. Vinny brings an axe. These things are not equal. Maybe Hangman should deal with this psychopath. The ref has the axe ejected. It seems Taven has new merchandise. He's certainly in the former champ's head. In fact, he suckers Cody into getting KO'd by his own ring. Taven has just pinned Cody. At this point, All In is the talk of the town. It's going to be the biggest independent wrestling event ever. Everyone's excited for it, so Flip Gordon has to win this match against Cody for the privilege of being part of it. Cody comes out with not just Brandy, but Barry the drug-free bear. That's Barry, B-U-R-Y. Someone in the crowd shouts F Cody, and our former champion melts down, demanding he be thrown out. Cody chalks it up to that person being a Kenny Omega fan. There's Bullet Club drama to get into in a bit. Cody's wife isn't quite sure if fans are chanting for Brandy or Barry. Flip Gordon frustrates Cody. He then accidentally knocks Brandy to the floor. Brandy sells it like she's hurt, but she's not very trustworthy. This helps Cody take control, but Flip does the unthinkable. He super kicks Barry the drug-free bear. Flip gives Cody a decent fight, but the crossroads should be the end here. It's not, because Cody looks to hit a moonsault to mock Kenny Omega's friend Kota Ibushi. This nearly hands Flip the W. Brandy comes to the rescue only to eat a Cody disaster kick. What has this man done? But he's more concerned with winning than his wife's well-being. Victory is Cody's, while Brandy lies unconscious on the ground. Well, let's get that ring back now. Cody clashes with Matt Taven in a grudge match. The two tie up very aggressively. Cody nearly catches Taven with his finisher right off the bat. Taven escapes to the outside to talk some smack. Cody keeps on him. He's trying to get the victory early. Even though Cody doesn't need help, Brandy decides to grab a chair. Barry slides it in, but the distraction only serves Matt Taven's ambitions. Cody is forced to kick out of his own crossroads. The kick of the king counters Cody's disaster kick. Taven misses a frog splash. This time Cody gets his disaster kick in. It merely phases Taven because he hits his finisher, the climax. Cody does kick out. Cody then takes the referee out. Wait, that's not even Todd Sinclair. Of course, Vinny Marseglia and TK O'Ryan show up. Cody gets a boot in the family jewels, however, those jewels were protected tonight. Taven runs right into the crossroads. The Ring of Honor is reclaimed. All is right with the world. Wait, what are you doing, Barry? That's Kenny Omega, and he has a V-trigger for the American Nightmare. Brandy slaps Kenny and then kisses him. You gross girl cooties. So in case you're wondering why this is happening, a battle of egos. Ever since AJ Styles was usurped, Kenny Omega's been the leader. That's not going to change, and perhaps Cody needs reminded of such. At Supercard of Honor, Cody is no longer accompanied by Barry, but Bernard the Business Bear. Ian Riccaboni tries to put over how hated Cody is. It's obvious at this point it depends on the city and who he's facing. But when it comes to Kenny Omega, it seems fans have found someone to solidly support. The few Let's Go Cody chants are drowned out by Cody sucks. Bernard makes his presence known right away. Kenny decapitates the stooge for his tomfoolery. Unfortunately, this grants Cody an opening. The American Nightmare begins his usual clowning. He proceeds to do what his big brother would, only to leave fans hanging. There will be no Golden Globes tonight. Kenny digs down to free himself from the American Deathlock. This does strain Omega's legs. Brandy blatantly gives her hubby a foreign object. The referee disposes of whatever it is, but at the cost of not seeing a low blow. Kenny can't catch a break tonight. His Terminator dive changes the match complexion for a bit as Cody is forced to eat offense. Cody avoids the one-winged angel and smartly puts the focus back on Omega's legs. Kenny almost takes a crossroads to a table outside. He saves himself with a Snapdragon suplex on the apron. Cody smashes Omega's midsection into the edge of that table. Brandy helps set up a different table. Since she wants to be involved, it's Brandy who goes through it. Good guy Kenny checks on her. Kenny's compassion leads to a crossroads, although he does kick out. Cody misses a moonsault, and this is a big mistake because Omega hits not one, not two, not even three, but 4 V-triggers. Cody survives the pinfall attempt, but a one-winged angel will destroy him. He counters and hits Kenny with a vertebreaker. A dangerous move, but not enough to stop Kenny here. Disappointingly, there's a ref bump at this point. The Young Bucks come out and have to decide who to help. They have an attack in store for Cody, it seems, but they accidentally hit Kenny Omega. Cody hits the crossroads to pin the leader of the Bullet Club. After the match, the Bucks explain that they made a mistake. Taking a few steps back, there was a big 10-man tag on ROH TV prior to Supercard of Honor. What's important is the ending. Scorpio Sky messes up, helping Cody pin Vinny Marseglia, which causes tension between SCU and the Kingdom. This leads to a 3-way on ROH TV between Cody, Matt Taven, and Christopher Daniels. Things haven't yet settled between Taven and Cody. This feud will be taken to the next level as Taven robs Cody of a pinfall victory over Christopher Daniels. This brings us to Masters of the Craft. It's Cody versus Taven, but this time it's a first blood match. Cody uncharacteristically tells Brandy to stay out of this one. It's going to be too dangerous. Noble, but maybe not smart since he has TK Orion to deal with. Cody's punch with the ring splits TK open. Taven sends his teammate away, but he realizes he's one punch away from being opened up. Taven understands he must steal Cody's ring in order to win this. Taven counters a disaster kick with a punch with the ring. This doesn't open Cody up, and for some reason Taven takes the ring off. Taven next uses a roll of quarters to no avail. Throwing a chair in Cody's face doesn't end this either. Taven suckers Cody into putting himself through a table and takes a piece of wood from the broken table to try and pierce Cody's skull. If that doesn't remind you of a horror movie, the Axeman probably does. Taven tries something truly horrifying. Disobeying her husband's wishes, Brandy rescues Cody. She taps into her inner Eileen Wuornos and chases Vinny Marseglia away. Taven tries using a CMLL belt on Cody. He gets crossroaded on it instead. Again, Taven uses the belt, this time to successfully block a Cody punch. So when Cody unleashes a flurry of fists, there is blood, but it's not from Taven's head, it's from Cody's hand that's bleeding. Matt Taven walks away triumphant. Coming off the losing end of a blood feud, one future WWE main eventer squares off against another, Punishment Martinez aka Damian Priest. The big man doesn't waste time. Knocking off a former champion would be a feather in the cap of Martinez. Cody takes quite a battering before barely escaping this encounter with a desperation crossroads. Here's kind of a fun concept. The current title holders in Ring of Honor versus the Bullet Club. This is an elimination match, by the way. Castle and Marty are about to lock up when Cody tags himself in. There still exist issues among the Bullet Club members. Getting a pin over the ROH champion in this match would put Cody back in line for a title opportunity. Jay Briscoe is eliminated first by DQ for chair usage. Mark Briscoe gets rid of Matt Jackson with a roll-up. Nick Jackson then gets rid of Mark. Silas Young takes out Nick Jackson before he's tapped out by Marty Scurll. This leaves Dalton Castle by himself against 2 men, and he gets punished. However, Cody and Scurll argue over who should pin Castle. Cody accidentally kicks his own partner. Castle nails the bangarang to pin Scurll. Cody immediately sneaks in to get a surprise pin on Dalton Castle. Cody is tonight's sole survivor, even though Scurll takes exception with it. Unresolved issues bleed through in the following 6-man tag. Rocky Romero, Show, and Yo go against Adam Page, Cody, and Marty Scurll. When Bernard holds Rocky Romero for Scurll to kick, of course it's the bear who gets hit. Obviously this ruffles Cody's feathers. Adam plays peacekeeper. The bickering nearly costs the Bullet Club here. Cody takes charge, winning for his team. Scurll has a bit of a tantrum afterward. I can't skip this next match. It's Cody one-on-one against the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger. And by the way, the fans, they're evenly divided even though Liger's a wrestling deity. It's insane how over Cody is in Toronto. The American Nightmare looks to impress with push-ups. Liger decides to show his opponent up. Cody gets upset as he catches Bernard cheering for Liger. Liger brings to us the junior heavyweight style I loved in the 1990s. Cody wants to wrestle a different kind of match. Cody Cody focuses on Liger's ankle, softening him up for the figure 4. The legend takes control with a superplex, followed by his patented palm strike. He even gets a hurricanrana in. Cody's only saved because Bernard distracts his opponent. Cody capitalizes, but Liger maintains command. Cody becomes desperate, and Todd Sinclair suffers yet again. Liger set up for decapitation, but Todd Sinclair's up in time to stop it. Liger's not beyond rule breaking either, and it almost wins him the match. Cody goes for Liger's mask, which sets up the crossroads, and that's all she wrote. On a bright note, fans give Liger an ovation for his performance. Cody enjoys mind games, but how do you get in Hiromu Takahashi's head? This is a man who loves a stuffed animal cat, Daryl Jr., more than anything. The fans give that cat a massive pop, by the way. Daryl Jr. seems to be very powerful. Bernard's seen enough, he'll show that cat. Cody and security work together to avoid animal cruelty this night. The referee ejects the business bear to massive boos. This becomes a regular old human versus human match, but that's not a bad thing because Hiromu Takahashi is really good. Too good because Cody's forced into using his ring right on Takahashi's temple. The New Japan wrestler is loopy but avoids the vertebreaker. Cody hits the crossroads though. Takahashi actually kicks out. That's super impressive, but when Cody does hit the vertebreaker, Takahashi stays down. Daryl Jr. comforts the fallen warrior. There's a big 10-man tag on ROH TV. Cody, the Bucks, Skrull, and Page versus Los Ingobernables. That's Tetsuya Naito, Bushi, Evil, Sonata, and more Hiromu Takahashi. Cody shows off his manly muscles, and Naito takes a look. He spits in Cody's general direction. Naito takes the former champion off his game and proceeds to troll. Cody loses his cool, and when Skrull tags himself in, Cody doesn't know how to react. Bushi blinds Bernard with black mist. I'm not sure how that works, but Cody does not like it. Marty tries to help Cody with Bushi, but unintentionally hits his partner. The Meltzer driver puts Bushi away, but what about Cody and Skrull? Well, Cody's getting his championship match against Dalton Castle, but it's not a one-on-one contest. Marty Skrull will also be involved. Their friendship will be tested. That's down the line. For now, Cody and Adam Page have the opportunity to collect tag team gold. Oh look, Brandy's back. She hasn't been around due to a broken collarbone. The Briscoes are tag team gods, so getting the belts off them isn't easy. Not that Hangman and Cody don't come close, but that's just not in the cards tonight. I mentioned before about All In being on the horizon. In London, Kenny King wrestles the American Nightmare for the opportunity to perform at the event. Cody denies him that chance. The next night in Doncaster, Scorpio Sky gives the American Nightmare a real test. They've wrestled before, but Sky's a bit more dangerous this time. Look how smooth he is here, wow. Brandy tries something distasteful, but Frankie Kazarian makes sure it's Cody who pays for the attempted misdeed. Sky nearly takes the W here. The Crossroads ensures another Cody success, even if barely. On ROH television, Teton of CMLL is Cody's next opponent. I have not witnessed Teton in action before, so it's cool to watch this. Brandy makes herself useful, Cody takes over for a bit, Teton has a fiery comeback, and oh my. Bernard doesn't usually get this physical. The bear suffers friendly fire before Teton goes hog wild. Brandy freaks out at the sight of headless Bernard. She throws a foreign object in the ring, and it's to distract the referee so Cody can cheat. Teton survives, but Cody still manages a most unethical pinfall. Ian Riccaboni is bullied into kissing Cody's ring in San Antonio. Have your fun while you can, Cody, because your opponent, Jonathan Gresham, is a serious wrestler. He'll twist you into a pretzel. This is a style Cody can't counter, so he shifts gears and avoids the mat. However, a relentless Gresham forces Cody into his world, and it's a world of hurt. Cody manages to surprise Gresham here, and that's all it takes to hit the crossroads and win. 24 hours later, a very different kind of competitor stands in Cody's way. Shane Taylor is the final man on his path before the big championship bout against Dalton Castle and Marty Marty Scurll. Cody rolls out of the way of Shane's full weight, which grants him enough offense to take the big man off his feet. Cody builds momentum, hits a chop block, and locks in the figure 4. Taylor breaks the hold, but Brandy chokes the big man with her arm brace. A disaster kick hits Paul Turner before a driver dazes Cody. A disaster kick nails the right guy this time, and Bernard's presence helps Cody rob Shane Taylor of an almost certain conquest. So here we go, it's finally time for Cody to climb atop the mountain and take his place as Ring of Honor World Champion, even if it means running through his friend Marty Scurll. Cody tries a low blow. Scurll is aware of Cody's games, but he can't scout everything. Brandy hands Cody his ring, and although Scurll kisses it, he snaps Cody's fingers before taking it. He tries using Cody's ring on Dalton Castle, but he eats a bangarang. If not for Nick Aldis, that would have been the finish. I'll explain why this happened in a second. Cody dives outside on Aldis, and Marty uses the distraction to hit Castle with the ROH title. Cody stops the referee count though. Todd Sinclair tells both Aldis and Brandy to get the steppin'. Cody has bad intentions with some powder, but Marty douses Cody's eyes in it. This temporarily incapacitates Cody as Castle nearly submits to Marty. Cody shows back up, but Marty counters Cody's crossroads with one of his own. Marty walks right into the bangarang. Dalton Castle retains his championship. Okay, so about Nick Aldis. At All In, he's putting his NWA title on the line against Cody. If Cody were to become Ring of Honor champion, that title would also be up for grabs in the match. So of course, Aldis had a vested interest in Cody winning. There's still a chance for the American Nightmare to claim Ring of Honor's top prize before All In though. On ROH TV, Cody, Jay Lethal, and Matt Taven all stake their claim for a world title shot. Ever the fighting champion, Dalton Castle decides all 3 men can fight him later on. And so there you have it. An all-star 4-corner survival for the richest prize in Ring of Honor on a television taping. This is balls to the wall action, with everyone busting everything out. Taven and Cody reignite the rivalry while Jay Lethal gives a superstar performance. This is his match, by the way. After a really cold table bump, Jay Lethal turns up the heat. This isn't just his night to shine, but to win. Jay Lethal is your new Ring of Honor World Champion. Castle had an admirable run, and he shows respect to the victor. When one door closes on championship gold, another opens. After Marty Scurll defeats Vincent Marseglia at Honor for All, the Kingdom puts the big hurt on the villain. Cody enters the fight to defend an old partner. A huge brawl ensues, which requires security to get involved. This becomes a singles encounter between the American Nightmare and TK O'Ryan. You'll notice Cody's no longer sporting bleach blonde hair. It's okay, it'll be back. O'Ryan involves Brandy just so he can use the 6-man title on Cody. That doesn't stop Cody, he isn't going to be denied tonight. Those 6-man belts that the Kingdom have are on the line on ROH TV. Along with the Bucks, Cody's got his eyes set on finally getting some gold back around his waist. Brandy decides to join in on the fun. The Bucks save Cody from a rock star supernova. Matt Taven gets what he deserves, and Vincent Marseglia takes a crossroads. There are new Ring of Honor World 6-man Tag Team Champions. The first challengers to our new title holders step up. On ROH TV, Brian Malonis, the Beer City Bruiser, and Silas Young wrestle Cody and the Bucks. Cody pins Malonis to retain. We finally arrive at All In, Cody versus Nick Aldis for the NWA World's Heavyweight title. Throughout Cody's Ring of Honor tenure, he's been working heel about 80% of the time. A heel too sweet to get booed by many, but a bad guy nonetheless. Of course, you've seen instances of his babyface persona shining through depending on his opponent. Well, at All In, Cody is 100% a white meat babyface, accompanied to the ring by Diamond Dallas Page and Tommy Dreamer, along with his dog Pharaoh and Brandy. Cody very much has the aura that's familiar today on WWE programming. Nick Aldis has his own entourage, including Jeff Jarrett. I love all of this. Such a big fight feel. It should be noted that since Cody failed to win the ROH World title, it obviously is not available to Aldis. However, Cody does have his Ring of Honor on the line, so the NWA champion very well could walk away with a $10,000 band. Cody's springboard dive is countered with an elbow. This opens Cody up. Cody gets desperate with a moonsault, but it misses. If Aldis wasn't already in control, he certainly is now. Cody's back wasn't doing great, and Aldis ensures its degradation continues as Cody can't hit the Alabama Slam. Cody digs down and pulls the move off, so Aldis decides to further his attack on that area. Brandy wills her husband to safety, but this is too much for her to bear. She selflessly shields Cody from an elbow drop. The challenger has a burst of adrenaline and very nearly sees success. Aldis avoids Cody's vertebraker. Cody counters a crossroads from Aldis and then counters a sunset flip to score the pinfall. The fans erupt at seeing Cody as the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Cody only holds the belt a month before dropping it back to Aldis at the NWA's 70th anniversary show, but it's still a pretty cool part of Cody's story. Ring of Honor fans get something neat. The Bullet Club Chaos Feud of New Japan produces this awesome 10-man tag on American soil. Cody gets the little bro treatment from the man who bested him overseas before Trent Beretta is tagged in to give Cody a bit of trouble. The Brandy card is played so no one's nether region is safe. Cody and the Bucks show why they're 6-man tag team champs. Cody does get to hit Okada with his finisher, but he then receives a Rainmaker. Later, he incapacitates Okada and Ishii, so Skrull can submit Rocky Romero, giving the Bullet Club the win. The Ring of Honor 6-man titles are on the line again, this time against SoCal Uncensored. Christopher Daniels proves to be one of Cody's great adversaries in Ring of Honor. Cody's time in the promotion will soon come to a close, and this is sadly the final time these two will share a ring here. Cody puts Daniels away with a crossroads one last time. Next, we have more challengers for the 6-man tag titles, but this time it's the Kingdom as they come knocking, looking to take the gold back into their camp. They get invited to a sharpshooter party. Cody helped win these belts with a crossroads, but Taven doesn't want history repeating. There is no referee when Taven eats another crossroads, or when a baseball bat comes into play. Cody gets hit with a Rockstar Supernova. A new referee enters the scene, but it's Cody's wife up to her tricks. The champions make a comeback, and they look to have this wrapped up. Well, Brandy's not a legal referee. The pin didn't count. The match is restarted, and House of 1,000 Corpses is immediately hit on Matt Jackson. The Kingdom has just taken their belts back. A final battle is on the horizon, a few stops before that, namely the Global Wars events. Cody and Adam Page look to get a win over the Briscoe brothers. Brandy puts herself in danger, and this time it's a Briscoe ballbuster. A buckshot lariat saves Cody from further harm, followed by this amazing moonsault. This leads to a crossroads on Mark, but this match isn't ending here. Cody's disposed of outside while Hangman not only takes a J Driller, but a Froggy Bow too. Them boys get her done again. It's Cody versus Mark Briscoe in singles activity the very next night in Massachusetts. Briscoe brings more aggression than what I expected, a truly physical performance. A match which demands Cody's very best, because Mark can't have it any other way. But shortcuts are to be expected. After all, it's a Cody staple at this point. There's one last match with the Briscoes as Cody and Hangman team again. This time it's a 3-way tag involving Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor. These besties are known for hugging. Cody and Page prove they can hug with the best of them. Brandy employs bazonga tactics to help hubby. The Briscoes say Brandy and her 2 foreign objects need thrown out. 2 loud boos, the referee says Brandy's time is up. With those out of the way, some pretty solid wrestling takes place. Cody attempts a vertebraker to no avail, and then there's a ref bump. The IWGP US title Cody won from Juice Robinson in New Japan plays a role here before SCU shows up. They aren't here for Cody. They're here to see that the Briscoes lose this match. So about Final Battle. Cody's Ring of Honor journey began with Jay Lethal 2 years ago at that event. Now he prepares to wrestle Jay Lethal there for the ROH World Championship. First, on ROH television, Cody not only tags with Jay Lethal, but Dalton Castle as well, as the 3 of them face the Kingdom. Taven nearly lobotomizes Jay Lethal until Dalton Castle thwarts such wickedness. These two fight out of sight, and therefore Cody and Lethal are without a buffer. Jay even tries to superkick his partner. After TK Orion falls to a crossroads, Cody lets Jay know the time for words is over. It's time to prepare for final battle. And so be it. That's where we go to. December 14th, 2018, final battle. But tonight it's final in more ways than one. Cody seems to injure himself on a slide, but it's just him letting everyone know this will not be a fair fight. Jay Lethal keeps on Cody because he must. If Cody's given an inch, he'll take a mile. The challenger develops a strategy to rob the hand, wrist, and elbow of the champion. Jay Lethal can play that game. Yes, Cody faked an injury with that knee, but that's because it really was hurt. And now it's become a point of attack. Lethal goes to a very dark place. Cody does have his wild card still. There is almost a ref bump, and Brandy nails a good spear. Cody follows through with his finisher. Lethal can't allow this to be the end. Todd Sinclair stops Lethal from executing a low blow, which prompts a spear from Brandy straight into her husband. Cody sacrifices her to Jay's lethal injection. It's Crossroads number 2, but Jay refuses to stay down. Cody immediately goes for a figure 4. Adam Page appears ringing the bell. Todd Sinclair isn't fooled by what's being pulled. Cody survives a crossroads from his opponent. The macho elbow is then countered. Time for the vertebreaker, but not even that is enough. We finally get our ref bump as Lethal uses his title on Cody's knee. The champ calls back to 2 years ago. There is 1 lethal injection, but Jay wants to go for 2. Cody catches Jay, but gets put into a figure 4. With everything Jay's done to Cody, it's too much. Cody must tap out. It's finally over, not just the match, Cody in Ring of Honor. It was a hell of a run. Cody and the Elite not only made Ring of Honor special, but the wrestling industry as a whole benefited. With that momentum, something incredible was born. A very real mainstream alternative to WWE. As amazing as that is, him returning home to become the WWE's top babyface is the cherry on top. As we've seen though, there's more to Cody than smiles and kisses. There's something beneath all of that. And someday that Cody may well reveal himself to the WWE universe. Thanks for watching. This took me forever to make. Until next time, just enjoy some wrestling.